Yeah. Can I grab your number or something?
Yeah.
What was it?
1916.
Do you want to hang out sometime? Maybe grab something to eat or something? I'll grab your number.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just put that in. So you want to hang out sometime? You seem like a cool chick.
Yeah.
Can I grab your number?
Yeah, of course.
Cool.
You have a WhatsApp?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Well, I'll let you get your bag. I'll grab your number and I'll text you and we'll do something this week, yeah?
Okay.
Anyway, you seem like a cool chick. We should hang out sometimes.
Yeah.
Are you down? Yeah, cool. I'll grab your number.
Coffee.
Yeah,
Coffee.
it sounds good.
Okay.
I'll quickly grab your number. What was it?
951.
Okay. Are you based like in Santa Monica area? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe we can hang out sometime.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. I'll grab your number.
Yeah, no problem.
Cool. What was your number? You can put it in.
I want you to imagine this. Imagine if you could wake up, get out of bed, get dressed, and proceed to go out into the real world and have any beautiful, sexy woman you want itching to talk to you. I said, her itching to talk to you. Get it? Imagine. Really try to imagine an effortless methodology where the women are desperate to talk to you instead of the other way around. When you really think about it, that scenario is the holy grail scenario for every man's existence. Not so sure? Then ask yourself this question. If you could have $1 million but be stuck in your current boring sex life, or make $60K a year and have bombshells everywhere, drooling to talk to you every single day, which one are you picking? Imagine the world's most gorgeous women paying you a ton of attention, truly interested in you, while you sit back and semi-angrily ask yourself, why in the hell did I miss out on this for so long? But then imagine that 0.5 seconds of anger instantly turns into a big smile and glee because at this moment, you don't give a damn about the past, seeing as you have a centerfold model caliber bombshell laying nude in your arms. You're uncontrollably giddy. To hell with the past. And today you can finally make that dream a reality instead of continuing to waste years living well below the giddy threshold. But to actually make it a reality, it is critical that you watch this video all the way through. So please, shut down ESPN, any random tube sites, and comment on your high school crush's Facebook posts some other time. Because what I'm about to share with you today is going to take you from a hoper to an achiever. From a post commenter to a chick banger. From a spectator to someone actually in on the action. And by the end of it all, I'll have you walking on the clouds. But it all starts with your undivided attention right here, right now. So please, give me your word, you're all ears, and I shall proceed. Okay, still here? Cool. So now that I know you're serious about attracting every beautiful woman that crosses your path, let me tell you a little about who the hell I am. My name is Adrian Grushka, but since we soon share a brotherhood, you can just call me Adrian G or AG for short. I'm a world-renowned dating guru and I've been teaching guys how to bag the world's sexiest women like groceries for the past 4 years. Tens of thousands of guys week in, week out, turning their sex life downside up and geometrically transforming their overall business and personal lives in the process. But let me be clear. I wasn't always the ladies' man I'm today. In fact, in high school, I was the shy type, frequently got laughed at, and used to go out of my way to avoid crowds of people, let alone women. So I know the pain of constantly lacking all too well. So fast forward to around June-ish of 2011. This is one of the few times out of the year I'd actually been on a date, so I remember it like it was yesterday. But there was something different about this date versus the half dozen or so others I'd had in my life up to that point. This chick, this woman, this lady, was my first true bombshell experience. I mean, absolutely gorgeous, with impeccable curves. Think Gisele Bündchen on steroids. So as you can imagine, I'm scared shitless. No, seriously. I won't lie to you. I was nervous out of my freaking mind. I tried telling myself, she's only human. She's only human. But due to my inexperience with a woman of this caliber, my anxiety simply overwhelmed me. So we're on this dinner date and things are going decent to start, besides the fact I was sweating what felt like a gallon of hollow tip bullets. Conversation was awkward and body language even more awkwarder, if that's even a word. So after about 5 straight minutes of near silence, she finally checks her phone, gets up, and walks away with a smirk on her face, as if she's holding in an uncontrollable laugh, and just walks away without even saying a single word to me. She even took time to push her chair in. To be as blunt as possible, the fact she could be so maliciously bold and not give two f***s about my feelings floored me. I mean, listen, leaving me was bad, but the manner in which she did it stung me to my soul. I mean, she didn't even pretend she had to go to the bathroom and just never come back. Something like that, I would have been able to take a little better, as I would have known she was at least trying to be subtle while dissing the hell out of me. But she didn't. She got up, walked away with a smirk, trying to hold in her laugh, and even worse, took the time to push her chair all the way under the table without saying a mumbling word. Was I hurt? Sure. Actually, I was pretty damn devastated and felt horrible, to be honest with you. But I figured I'd shake it off and bounce back. But turns out this wasn't even the worst of the pounding my self-esteem would soon take from this date from hell. About a month later on my lunch break, me and my coworker saw her at another restaurant with a cooler guy, and immediately my heart sank. They sat about a table or two away from us, and I couldn't help but think she may have noticed me. Even if she didn't notice me, whether she did or didn't, I'm not sure. But with every joke he told and the preceding wailing laugh that followed from her pretty little voice box, I just felt smaller and smaller as a man. Every laugh cut deep like a Ginsu knife. Thoughts running through my head. Damn, he's really that much cooler than you. Wow, I'm a loser. What makes him so comfortable to control the interaction and have her intimidated by him, if anything, yet I was a nervous wreck? After being asked by my friend about 5 times, dude, are you okay? With my face buried beneath the shield of my right hand, I finally got up, plate not even half finished, and left to go back to work. And after that day, I said, enough is enough. I got online and feverishly began studying all the greatest pickup artists, such as Mystery, Neil Strauss, JT Tran, and plenty others until I couldn't stuff my brain anymore. I was now programmed to learn and master the art of dropping panties without me even asking. Programmed to the extent of a German Shepherd guard dog that goes from statue to full feign snarling at even the slightest perceived threat to its owner, if you can imagine. So I'm now programmed, hardwired to become a pickup master or die trying. Now at this point, I start going out in the field daily and steady practicing my new hobby on real chicks. I start going up to random beautiful women, trying different approaches and taking the success notes back to my lab like a mad scientist. Tweaking the formula, improving the formula, perfecting the madness. Imagine all the work that goes into creating a new cure for a disease. All the field tests and clinical trials, and that is the level I was doing this maniacal research on. And listen, I'm not afraid to admit it. Was I Rico Suave or Casanova my first week out? No. Hell no. I got rejected more than a midget trying to get on the world's most dangerous roller coaster ride. But I took the beating and embarrassment on the chin. And with all the studying and programming I did, I wasn't discouraged and just kept on learning, interacting, and testing out thousands of methods on my new prey. Beautiful women. After about 4 years of total research and real-world interaction, I eventually conquered what is every man's definition of unbridled bliss. I mastered the art of pickup, and now I'm here to share all my knowledge to the world. So yeah, Growing up shy like I did has its benefits. I'm humble, not a narcissist, and still have the desire to see others do well. Seriously, the only joy that comes close to me finally conquering my deepest fears with women and now flourishing in them is helping other guys who had it bad off like me get on track. And that's why I'm standing before you today. There's so many obstacles to meeting and keeping a new beautiful woman, let alone multiple. And I'm here today to teach you what you've never been taught in life. Listen, this may sound silly, but take a second and really think about this. Really, really think about it. What if they had a class on how to date a ton of beautiful women in, say, middle school or high school? How much different would your life be right now if you had an excellent teacher? Just think about it. Seriously, think about it. They have a class in school for pretty much everything else you're going to need to be successful in life, right? They have economics classes to teach you about money so you don't go broke. Classes on how to cook so you don't go hungry. A class on physical fitness so you don't get fat and die of an early heart attack. And I could go on and on. Hell, they even have classes talking about men who lived 400 years ago and who have no bearing on your current personal life. But due to political correctness, they don't teach you a damn thing about the most important factor in any man's entire life. How to be good with women. But that's why I'm here. Political correctness. My friend, think about all the obstacles you face on how to get women if you don't have the proper training. How are you supposed to know how to date women outside of your social circles like school? I guess you could try to nab chicks at work until she gets pissed you responded to a text late and files a sexual harassment claim. Whoops. Or how are you supposed to compete with 20 other guys who are hitting on one beautiful chick every single day? If your self-esteem isn't so great due to your lack of beautiful women, how the hell are you supposed to have the confidence to get big job promotions, to be ultra successful at business and live a happy personal life? Did the bozos who developed the school curriculums not think of this when they were busy trying to teach us about something that happened 400 years ago in history class? History is just that. History. So how in God's name is it going to help your future? The bottom line is, due to our school systems not having all your life's needs in mind, you suffered. I suffered. But now I've gone through the amazing process to learn all the things I've learned. The 4 years, the countless hours. So now, instead of getting a boring, pointless history lesson, I'm going to give you a future lesson and teach you how to open the floodgates to a ton of beautiful women in your near future. And to do that, my friend, I've taken the time to meticulously craft the one and only T8 system. A comprehensive system I crafted that is guaranteed to transform the way you attract and interact with women in just 8 weeks. Now, let me give you just a glimpse of what all is included in this world-class system. I will give you 47 powerful videos that'll help you nab any woman you want, anytime you want. All the blood, sweat, and tears I've poured into research over the last 4 years is now all here for your unrestricted consumption. You'll get 22 in-field demonstrations where I actually show you first-hand interactions with women and how you can apply the same secret strategies and approaches. These are real-life, face-to-face interactions. So you can see exactly how the system will work for you when it's time to bag chicks in the real world. In Module 1, I'll teach you how to attract women even if you're not the best looking guy around, and why confidence and humor are 10 times more important than good looks to a woman. And yes, I said 10 times. And this isn't a program filled with cheesy pickup lines for you to follow. I'll actually teach you step by step on how to improve yourself and exactly what's needed to create an attractive lifestyle. You'll learn the #1 things women are attracted to, and ultimately, how to be an attractive guy while still staying true to yourself and not changing your personality. Having trouble meeting women since you've left college or high school? This system will give you the juice you need to finally meet beautiful women outside of your social circles. Think about it. After you leave school, and assuming you don't want to get in trouble at work, how the hell are you supposed to meet women if not browsing on some crappy, spammy dating site full of catfish and robots? I'll open the floodgates on you meeting women no matter the place or setting. I specially created the T8 system as a self-development program, not only to help you with your dating life, but to also transform your business and personal life as well. You'll start to feel things working and feeling better for you, literally like a magnetic force to the promised land of greatness. Whether in first grade, a senior in college, or going on 50 years old, probably the number one obstacle for any man when it comes to getting a beautiful woman is the fear of failure. You see a fine woman that you would really like to talk to, but for lack of better words, you're scared shitless. Just the terrifying thought of her saying no is simply too much to bear. Listen, we've all been there. I've been there. My father has been there. My uncle has been there. My third cousin Pete with the gimpy leg has been there. Every single man walking God's green earth has been there. So luckily, in Module 3, I'll teach you how to destroy approach anxiety forever. And before you know it, you'll be walking up to any woman in any setting as easily as you take out the garbage. It'll become a natural routine for you. Not being afraid to approach a woman is one thing, but what to actually say once you do have the balls to approach her is a whole nother animal. I'll teach you how to successfully approach women, including certain routines and openers that will give you a killer conversion rate when getting the digits. You don't want to go through the hell I went through on my date with the floozy from earlier. So I'll give you the blueprint you need on how to go on a first date without embarrassing yourself. Trust me, you never get a second chance at a first impression. So you really need to knock the first date out of the park. And I'll guide you on how not to screw it up. Listen, we're friends, right? So in Module 7, I do what friends do and even cover the best way to get in her pants. Move forward with sexual activity. I methodically break down the art of seduction and how to transition into getting physical without creeping her out and having her block your number. By the time you're done, she'll be slipping off the panties for you without you even asking. In the T8 system, I go over the big three. The number one thing a woman looks for in a guy, the least important thing that matters to a woman, and the number one thing women absolutely hate in a man. That one thing that will have her ducking your phone calls forever. So you can make sure to avoid this mistake at all cost. I go really in depth throughout the program on how to avoid this horrible pitfall, and this alone will increase your conversion rate dramatically. Is your girl not responding to your text messages and phone calls? No worries. I'll teach you how to master the phone game. Learn the reason she stopped responding to you and have her blowing up your phone all over again. I'll show you how to build an emotional connection that will get the girl hooked on you and make her keep coming back for more and more and more. With so many guys hitting on a beautiful chick nowadays, it can seem difficult to stand out amongst the brutal competition. So I make sure to teach you how to demonstrate your value and stand out from the last 20 guys who approached her. 793. Do you know what those two numbers mean? 7% is how much the words you say actually matter when it comes to communication. 93% is the amount your body language and to an extent vocal tone accounts for when it comes to communication. I'll show you how to capture her heart the right way without even saying a word. It's one thing getting a girl interested enough to talk to you or even interested enough to go on one date. But it's a whole nother animal getting them to actually be giddy at the thought of dealing with you long term, even if just on a hookup buddy basis. So in Module 6, I'll break down different ways of actually keeping her in your Rolodex after you've initially gotten her attention. So when it's all said and done, prepare to have 20 to 30 beautiful women you get to select from, like a dollar menu at McDonald's, and guarantee they never flake. With everything mentioned, this is only scratching the surface of all the skills and knowledge you will gain in just 8 weeks with the T8 system. And besides the core 69 videos you'll get with the system, I'm also going the extra mile and including several bonuses, like an MP3 version of the system so you can listen in private on your headphones, access to the Secret Brotherhood community where you can discuss the system and tactics with other students, the No Fear motivational video series where I help you get that extra pep you need to go after the girls you want, and an exclusive interview with a beautiful chick I bagged to give you detailed insight from the woman's perspective on what you need to do to get her, and a whole lot more. Listen, friend, I created the T8 system for a reason. From a personal place, I had a ton of trouble with women and it affected my everyday living in a negative way. From self-esteem to health to my professional life. Negative side effects that come from a lack of beautiful women that I never even considered before or possibly took for granted. So once I finally cracked the code on how to get as many women as I could ever want, it was my undying mission to kick knowledge back to the Brotherhood. And that's the reason I'm standing before you today. And let me make this extremely clear. If you're thinking you need to be some hunk or close to wealthy to pull girls with this system, I need you to wipe that from your head forever, right now. Just wipe it. Every single method, strategy, secret, and lesson that I've jam-packed into this system was created from the ground up to universally work for any man. Whether fat, tall, short, bold, whether you have a decent, high, decent paying job, or whether you're flat broke, this system was created with you in mind to help you attract beautiful women like no tomorrow. This isn't one of those ebooks you'll find full of cheesy pickup lines and one-liners that never work. This is a comprehensive video system crafted by someone who has studied and perfected the game to help you go through all the phases of bagging a woman. Attracting her, the first date, not having her ignore your phone calls, seducing her, sleeping with her, and keeping her for as long as you want, or until you're ready for another pretty lady. I give you the step-by-step blueprint from A through Z on how to master the art of pickup and change your entire life in the process. Not just your dating life, but your entire life will be altered. Because listen, once you master this system in 8 weeks or less, you'll no longer be the man you are as you sit here and watch this video at this very moment. Nope. You'll no longer be that guy, but rather a drastically improved version of it. T8 was created to not only improve your action in the bedroom, but to literally improve your entire life in a snowball effect. Pay close attention. More women equals higher self-esteem. Higher self-esteem equals more confidence. More confidence equals better job performance. Better job performance equals bigger career advancements and opportunities. Bigger career advancements equals doubling or tripling your salary. Doubling or tripling your salary equals more vacations, less stress in day-to-day life, and saving more for retirement. Less day-to-day stress and saving more for retirement equals a better, easier, happier, and longer life once you're a senior citizen and married to your dream wife. So yes, you will actually live happier and longer once you fully embrace all that is given in the T8 system. And that is the mindset I designed it with from the very get-go. And I want to reiterate again, I'm sure you've seen other programs out there claiming to get you the action in the bedroom you've been craving for. But this is the difference. T8 system isn't just focused on pickup lines or what to say or where to touch like other inferior programs. This system is more focused on improving yourself in a way that will make you more attractive to women. This isn't just to pick up women, but to develop and grow to be an attractive man without altering your personality. On top of that, probably the biggest difference between me and all these other bozos is that I will show you living proof of my system actually working. I'm right here, in the flesh. I'm not some alias hiding behind a computer screen and giving you crappy dating articles I found on Google. I will show you raw, uncut, in-field demonstrations where I actually in real life go up to and proceed to bag these beautiful women. You'll see how I make it happen like clockwork, and I'll teach you how to do the exact same thing. So this isn't some random bozo dating program. This is a real life blueprint on how to become the player or ladies man you've always wanted to be. And I back it up with real life field studies and interactions with women. To be honest, in this economy, I had originally planned to give this system away for absolutely free to every single man that came across this video. I know this will come off as cheesy, but showing some semblance of fraternity, inspired brotherhood, if you will. That is until I realized such a move would turn out to be counterproductive and ruin the mission of what I actually set out to do, which is helping you bag chicks. Let me explain. You see, if every guy were to download this dating system for free, the system and skills it teaches would go viral instantly, being discussed on all the blogs, forums, and social media the world over. Why is this a bad thing? Well, like I told you before, the competition to get hot chicks sometimes can be fierce as is. So I'd be a fool to sit here and teach you how to stand out from the last 20 guys who approached a beautiful woman, but then turn around and help 200 more guys approach that same woman. And now you're fighting an even bigger uphill battle. What sense would that make? If this info was given away, it would saturate the babe market and your stock would crash. I call it the potential babe bubble. My mission is to help you get more women, not create a ridiculous amount of competition for you. And that is why I made the decision I must charge for this program, for your protection. With that being said, I do of course understand that not every guy is a big baller or has a ton of extra cash laying around. So after some deliberation, I was able to pull some strings and strike the perfect balance on the cost of the system to ensure every guy in need of attracting chicks could easily afford it. So today, for a limited time, you can access the T8 system and all its bonuses instantly for a one-time fee of just $67. Which is 72% off what I really wanted to sell a system at $247. A price I may very well increase this to at a later time. With this limited time price, you are essentially getting the tools and methods to attract any beautiful woman you see at any time for about the price of a PlayStation game or less than the price of a first date. Do you think having any woman you want is worth it? Of course you do. And with all that being said, one thing I've been emphasizing from the start is that I want you to be able to get women outside of your social circles. So that means getting women randomly, spontaneously, women whom you will never see again, if not at this specific moment, whether that's in the grocery store or just walking the streets. But one thing you must always remember: getting this type of woman demands quick, decisive, on-the-fly decision-making. The ability to make the right call quick and think fast on your toes could mean the difference between you going home with a supermodel caliber woman or putting your 5 fingers to work for the rest of the month. And having that in mind, I wanted to be sure we start our first pickup lesson right here, right now. I want you to imagine You're out roaming the streets right now and you spot one of the finest women you've ever seen in your entire life, about 30 meters away. She's about to cross the street, and if you don't make it to her in time, she's gone forever. Since the crosswalk light will turn red and you can't get over there in time because a bus will run you over and you'll become Pancake City. So if you don't act quick and get to her in time, get her attention, run the lessons I've taught you, it's over. She's gone. Game over. And you don't have any more lives to continue. This isn't Mario. So what I need you to do is imagine you're live in this very scenario where quick action is a must, and apply those instincts right now. Because if you don't purchase this system today, I may increase the cost of the price I thought about selling it at before, which is $247. But by acting now, you're guaranteed to get it for just $67. The ultimate moral to take away from this lesson is, just like you having to go get that bombshell's phone number before she crosses the street, while having to potentially pay the extra $180 if you don't act now may seem like a pain, at least you're sure not to let your dream woman vanish into the darkness forever once you're live in the action. Because once it's time for the real thing and your instincts to act fast fail, it's no longer about an extra $180 being spent. It's about that beautiful angel being gone forever. You being lonely for the next 3 months, your job performance declining, and you eventually slipping into an uncontrollable depression. Trust me, I've seen it happen before. So avoid all that by acting quick, acting fast, and completing your first lesson by grabbing this system today, while the current price is guaranteed. Because if you don't grab this system today, you will still be able to purchase it at possibly a much higher price at a later time. But the lesson learned today will be so valuable that once you're out and about in hunt mode and forced to make split-second decisions on your toes, you'll look back and remember that this drill is what helped you get there. And that's something $180 could never buy. With that being said, I do understand that every financial decision you make should be a smart one. So I'm going to make this one a no-brainer that you don't even need to think twice about. If for any reason, and that's any reason at all, you feel the T8 system doesn't give you the best chance to grab any beautiful woman that happens to cross your path, you have 60 days to request a full refund. That's a 100% money-back guarantee. No questions asked. I'm sure you've heard the saying before, put your money where your mouth is. Well, I've decided to do just that, literally. Simply follow the steps and lessons provided in this system, and I literally guarantee results. Guarantee. So you literally have nothing to worry about. I put my money where my mouth is, so you can get chicks worry-free. Because at the end of the day, I crafted this system for one specific reason and one reason only. To help guys like you find companionship, casual sex, or even love. And if you feel I didn't do a great job with that, simply request a refund. It's as simple as that, leaving you absolutely nothing to lose. Seriously, friend, I want to ask you a question and you to really think about the answer. What's the price of a compliment? Better yet, what's the price of a compliment coming from a supermodel caliber woman? Can you really seriously put a number on it? I crafted this system and all its bonuses to give you unlimited access to these priceless things in life for a one-time nominal fee. What I aim to do is transform your entire life, your entire existence with the TA system. I developed this system from the start to impact your life even 50 years from now. How much would you pay to get a job promotion making $40,000 more per year than you're making right now? How much would you pay to never have to waste money trying to impress a woman again? How much would you pay to have a new woman in your bed at least twice a week. If that isn't worth the cost of $67, then maybe you aren't exactly into beautiful women at all. Here is a fact. Every single man walking this earth, including you, self-esteem is drastically affected based off our satisfaction and interaction with women. Every last one of us. And if your self-esteem is low due to not being satisfied, it will have a detrimental effect on your personal life outside of dating. And that's the madness I'm determined to stop today. Like I said before, we didn't have any class on attracting the opposite sex in school. And not all of us were blessed with a big brother or father figure who actually took the time out to teach us the game. We're pretty much just thrown in the frickin' water and told to swim without a single lesson or even a life jacket. Well, my friend, the time has finally come for you to stop drowning. Now is the time for you to live your life full of energy, swag, and confidence, because your ultimate need is being endlessly satisfied each and every day. But let me be clear. The T8 system isn't for everyone. If you're expecting to literally lay back, snap your fingers, and have 500 sexy women lined up to bang you without putting in even a little work, then this just isn't for you. The 8 in T8 system stands for 8 weeks, not 8 minutes. And while most guys pick up on the strategies in just a few weeks or even days, I don't want you thinking this is something you just pour water on and in 1 hour you're rocking out like Hugh Hefner. I refuse to sell you a dream like some of these other scam artists, telling you that if you just say one pickup line, panties are going to start dropping like flies. So just be prepared to put in a little time with the system to make everything come to fruition. It's 100% videos, no reading, so I made it easy on you. And if you're one of those snobbish pricks who is already super successful with women, but don't kick back any advice to your local brothers and are here trying to gobble up even more of the babe market, please, kindly leave this page now. Your personality just doesn't mesh with my philosophy of wanting to help the next man reach the Holy Grail. And I'd prefer you to not take advantage of the system. And let me say this. Some of you may think you're good with women, but it's because you've allowed yourself to settle for less than the best. You've told yourself, well, I know I'm never going to get a sexy bombshell in my life, so I'll just settle for a bunch of average 4 to 6s and I'm happy. I'll force myself to be happy with that. Trust me. The confidence boost and exhilaration you get in life from a 4 to 6 chick versus a 9 to 10, aka model territory, is the difference in adrenaline you'll get between skydiving and jumping off your old neighbor's 10-foot barn. It's simply not the same. Your mind, body, and spirit will not be motivated the same. And you'll continue to live your boring, sometimes miserable life as you convince yourself you actually get women. This system isn't about being average. This isn't about settling for less. T8 system was created to help you get the best jewels walking this wonderful planet. And the end result in your confidence level will make you a changed man. It will transform you as a human being. And if you're sitting there thinking, well, I'd love to bag a bunch of beautiful women, but isn't using a dating program weird? Let me stop you right now. There's nothing to be embarrassed about by using this system. Like I said before, someone has to teach us in life because there was never a class for this. Hell, I had to teach myself for 4 years straight and I'm giving you all that game in just 8 weeks. So just consider yourself lucky you didn't have to go through all the agony and rejection I did just to learn this stuff. And one final heads up. This page won't be up forever. I don't want to keep this online for eternity and create endless competition for you. So once I feel enough guys have the vital secrets, I'm pulling the plug on the site for good. I believe in helping the brotherhood, but not to the point where it's going to hurt the brotherhood. So before I let the babe market get flooded and crash, I will pull the plug on this site at the right time. So if you want in, definitely grab this system right now while it's still available. Listen, friend, 6 years ago, I sat down at a table with a woman who embarrassed me so bad that I've held on to the pain ever since. To this very day, I hold on to that pain of that smirk, that laugh, that unrelenting savageness coming from that little red dress. As she proceeded to diss me without having even a single ounce of human regard. She threw me out like yesterday's trash. And I'm here to guarantee now you never ever have to go through that same sick feeling. This is my new life mission, my calling. And once you get your hands on the T8 system, it'll be like sticking the key in the ignition of a brand new candy red Ferrari. Your life won't ever be the same again, my friend. I literally guarantee it. So grab the T8 system now while it's still available, and I'll see you on the other side.